Wike'S altercation with the naval officer is a typical example coming out of a disgraced country. Peter Obi, they will leave the soldier now, they will face Peter Obi. He was the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections. Peter Obi has described the recent altercation between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Nyesom Wike, and a naval officer in Abuja as an embarrassment coming from a disgraced nation. In a statement shared on the social media, Obi said the altercation was yet another unfortunate reflection of the growing institutional disorder in our country. According to him, what should have been a routine civic encounter degenerated into a public spectacle that exposes deeper governance problems. He wrote, Wike versus Naval Officer, a lesson for national reflection. The recent needless altercation between the FCT Minister, His Excellency Barrister Nyesom Wike, and a naval officer are yet another unfortunate reflection of the growing institutional disorder in our country. What should ordinarily be a routine civic encounter has once again become a national embarrassment. A typical example coming out of a disgraced country beyond the personalities involved. This incident raises fundamental questions that demand honest national reflections. Should the military be used for purely civil operations? If proper protocols were in place, should the minister's intervention in such a matter be in such an indecorous manner? Shouldn't there be clear boundaries between administrative authorities and the duties of security agencies? What does this say about our respect for institutions and separation of powers? Why are our men and women in uniform so often drawn into civilian disputes? Why has the culture of due process and civility given way to public spectacle and confrontation? If our institutions worked as they should tempers flare in situations that should be handled by clear procedure and hierarchy? Above all, what examples do incidents like this set for our younger generation about leadership, discipline, and the rule of law? These are not just questions about one incident. They go to the very heart of how our nation is governed. When public officials act beyond institutional norms, and when security agencies are used in a way that blurs their professional boundaries, we weaken both governance and public trust. We must learn from this episode. It is time to rebuild a nation where institutions are stronger than individuals, where public office is exercised with humility and restraint, where the dignity of our uniformed officers are the rights of every citizen are upheld. A country that aspires to greatness and feels insulted when referred to as a disgraced nation must replace the culture of impunity with the discipline of law, order, and respect for due process. Repeatedly, I have maintained that to occupy an office and be referred to as His Excellency, distinguished, or honorable, how we get to such an office and our character and our behavior while holding it or out of it should reflect such exemplary titles in all ramifications. Not before these ones, not before these leaders that we have. It is well, Tajuddin says, can Obi ever say any positive in Tinubu's administration? Capital no. But Tajuddin Yusuf, is there any positive in Tinubu's administration? You say, well, you answer the question now. What positive have you picked? What positive thing have they done? And this is the main reason why Obi can never win any election. I don't understand. What concerns the country, personal battle between Wike and Officer Yerima? Or what concerns the country? Are you joking? Anyway, I believe destiny must come to pass, and that is the way Obi will use his late adult life. May God have mercy on him. May God have mercy on you too. Brother Joko. Samuel says exactly, very senseless. Henry Andrew says, if I may ask you people criticizing Obi's comments, look at them now. You already know. It's my people. See them. Talking rubbish. He can never win. He can never win. Isn't this country a disgraceful country? Let me ask you. Where the president is negotiating with the bandits, where bandits are granted pardon, and the worst is that the bandits are employed to the Nigerian army. What a disgrace. A disgraceful nation, yes. But people don't like the truth. And with Miller says, and you people get mad anytime you people hear about Biafra. My defense said it is true. Now, illiterates fool all these tribes. Anybody who reads these lines with understanding will know that Obi didn't support any of them. Yes, he didn't support the soldier, and he didn't support he didn't support Wike. He gave the two of them their own. But rather than they are proving Trump rights with their style of handling things, these tribal illiterates will never be to understand. Tribalism has formed the second illiterate mentality in them. Don't mind them. As Modupe says, I'm just surprised with the comment of almost all the Yorubas on the submission of Peter Obi. I'm telling you, you can imagine. Thank you that at least there's somebody that has sense. Another Yoruba person that actually has sense. Peter Obi's message is like drawing the consciousness of a man who gets annoyed for being called mad to his recent conduct that justifies the adjective about him so that he can make a change. See how èèyàn ní àbí fún rárá. Kó not pa fún ẹ mọ́. Until Peter Obi Sonny, leave them alone. Don't let them understand. Let them keep saying, he cannot win. He cannot win. Don't worry. Atmuyiwa says, the voice of a man who was too full of himself but beautifully defeated in his own polling unit. I don't understand. Which his own polling unit did they win in? Which one? Peter Obi won now. Which election are you talking about? Is it the Anambra one? He's not the contestant now, so why should he win? I don't understand. He thought he carried grace to the polling unit until he eventually collected disgrace photo. What's this one saying? This is coming out from someone who cannot put his support-based obedience movement in good order. He's talking about institutional disorder. Surely this must be the mouth of Obi, but certainly the voice of one of his favorite advisors. All of you should go and sit down. Kili says, Peter B, you are now looking for Wike's trouble. And if he replies you, some ignorant obedience will start insulting him. How did he look for his trouble? He's just giving his opinion like every other person had an opinion on the issue. He's a citizen of Nigeria, but is he not a citizen? He's a citizen. We all had opinions about the issue between Yerima and Wike. We all said our mind. So why can't Peter Obi say his mind? I don't understand. Why can't he talk? Why can't he say what he feels? And he didn't even support anybody. He gave the two people their own faults. He said the fault of all of them. So, what is it? He's a citizen and he can talk. He has the right to talk. He has the right to talk. See me says, the country with disgraced leaders is already a disgraced country. Exactly. This is a disgraced country. Indeed and in truth, in action, everything. There is nothing positive about this current administration. Nothing. Ebi Palo says, your demonstration of maturity speaks volumes, sir. It is my earnest prayer that you continue to increase in wisdom, sir. Amen. What is this one saying? Innocent says, not knowing or seeing the truth has stagnated you. Stagnated you? People should be joking. However, my listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.